Rippers, got a quick video to do. I forgot some things on the last video that I did, and I wanted to share with you guys. But I picked up a couple other things I thought I'd add to it. I'd show you really quick. One, at Wally World, we're always looking for deals here at Rip Curl Readiness, right? Package of 6 of the giant tea lights, right? These big ones, 25 cents a piece. I got me $2 worth. Doesn't take up much room. You don't need to hoard a bunch of them because I'm sure they'll go on sale in the future, but it never hurts to pick them up when they are on sale. You can set the mood for the honey tonight, wow, right? Or you can have them for using in those terracotta tea lamps that I made that provide light and heat, right? Which I'm sure is something in Florida that could be needed right now. So check out those past videos as well, and go down and get you some of these, 25 cents a pack, right? Right. So I got, you know, whole crud load of them. You get 6 in a pack. Anyway, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 packs. Woohoo! Anyway, that being said, also they had the Bandage Scissors again, finally. These are honestly, for the $3 or $4 that they cost, compared to my good ones that I have, these really do hold up pretty well. They may not cut through a nail, but they'll cut through everything else. Tin can, clothing, jeans, anything else. And the thing I like about these is they're small and they're a great durable backup for the price, right? So you can have these in your IFAC, you can have them in your bug out bag, whatever you want, in your tack gear, and have a spare in case yours breaks, right? 2 is 1, 1 is none. Or you want to lend this out to somebody in order to help you bandage somebody up. Hopefully you're not having to do that much bandaging, but at least it's there if you have it, and they do work really well. Right there. $3 to $4, I think, right there, if I remember right, right? All right, then also, if you have a Jetboil, I got one of these Jetboil stabilization stands, right? And you take it out like that, and you fold these out like this, and it helps stabilize a pot on your Jetboil so you can put a bigger pot on it. That's really handy because, as you know, if you've used a micro stove, balancing things can be a trick. So anyway, we're going to test this to see how it works on other off-brand names, because I have a Jetboil, but I also have some off-brand names to see if it'll work with those, so that you know, so that when you're in the store and you're wondering, does that work or will it work on mine, the copy of the Jetboil that's cheaper, you'll know. And if it's on sale, it's worth picking up, right? We're also going to try this on the tin can rocket stove I made. If you haven't watched that video, you need to go watch it. That thing worked really, really good. This will help give me some more stability on the top for a pot, and we're going to make one of our own to see if we can make one just as good or better for nothing, right? So check that out. Now, also, Walmart, they had this new personal water filter in there, and it is, as you can see, Red Cross put their name on it. It is a personal water filter. It's got a drink end and a suck end, right? So you can put it right into a source. Or what's really cool about this is you can take and hook up a water bottle to it, whether it's just a regular single serving water bottle or a 2-liter soda bottle or something like that. And I think even my canteen might fit it. We're going to find out in the future. But you can hook that straight to it. So you can use that filter and go out and grab water that is, say, not as questionable as some, and then you can just hook it right to this and filter, right? Now, I'm still going to advise you to boil that water first, and then maybe let it cool in that container, and then put it back in there, right? Or pour it back, you know, boil the water and then pour it into 2-liter bottles or whatever else. But you can never be too safe, you know, even having some Aquapure pills or the 2-step iodine, whatever. But this is something handy that when you're in need and you need water now, and you don't have time to ask too many questions, this would be something that would help. Now, how does it compare to like the Sawyer Mini and the others? Well, it's a little bigger than a Sawyer Mini lengthwise, but widthwise, diameter-wise right there, I mean, it's about the same. How does it do to a Life Straw? Well, a Life Straw is very close. A Life Straw is longer, but skinnier, right? So, now where it does differ is in how many gallons of water it treats. It only treats up to 1,000 gallons of water used properly. Now, the reason I say that is because, well, the reason I think it's only 1,000 gallons, where the Sawyer Mini claims to be 100,000 gallons, and I don't remember, I think it's like 5,000 gallons for the Life Straw, is probably because the pores in here, right, the micron size of the pores are small enough, or so small, to catch what they're claiming, that it clogs up quicker. would be my guess, right? So that's kind of a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing knowing that you're filtering out your water really well, but it's a bad thing that it's only going to do about 1,000 gallons, but that's quite a bit of water. That will sustain you for quite a while. It does 99.999% of bacteria and 99.997% of parasites, right? So anyway, it does filter up to 1,000 gallons of water. It's made of BPA-free materials. Woohoo! That's always a good thing. And it meets the NSF P231 testing protocols and the USA EPA standards for removal of bacteria and parasites. So that's always pretty cool. And as you can see, you got people, you know, right there drinking out of a stream and hooking it up to a water bottle, that kind of thing. So, you know what, stuff like this, having it in a glove box of each of your cars, having it in your backpack or a bug out bag or a car kit, whatever you build that fits you for $19.99, I think it was, it really is something. I mean, I'll bet you right now people in Florida would be happy to have these. So something to think about. It can also help you keep people hydrated in a situation like that if it happens in your area, right? Right. So anyway, last thing I want to do here is show you, this is the thing I forgot, is a little micro stove. Speaking of micro stoves, now here's the instructions it comes with. This is an Ozark Trail, right? Has its container, you know, has a nice little pouch, has the nice little micro stove. On the micro stove, it has the adapter for the 1 gallon LP cans or propane, right? You can see that screws right on there. Right, and it also has legs on there to help balance all different types. It'll balance basically any of the fuels you put on it. It'll lock on, so it has different sizes right here. It'll lock right onto the rim on the bottom to help stabilize the whole thing. And it also fits one of these the smaller size isobutane propane mixtures right there. Check that out, pretty cool. So we've got this is for the LP, so we have that off. We're going to screw on the micro stove right there. Like I said, this is an Ozark Trail one, and no, I'm not sponsored. And yes, everything I buy, I pay for out of my pocket, or any donations that the channel happens to get. They're always thankful. It helps me do more and more videos on things that I think meet my standard requirements to be able to recommend to people, as well as the price point, because as we know, 90+% of us really are on a budget, and that's a reality and something that I think we all need to think of. Now, I'll put this on here like this, put it on the medium setting one, because there's the skinnier one for the tall bottles, right? And as you can see, look at that, got my base. Now what you do after you got your base on, see how you do that, is you take this first one, you grab it and you just spin it around, and they all spin around, and you can either go inside or outside depending on the size of your pot. See that? Yeah. And it even has an igniter, so let's see if we can get her ignited. So we'll turn it on. Right there, it's got the little twister deal. And then, woo! Look at that, blast off. And you can turn it way down, or you can turn it way up. Woo! Rocket! Love it. Anyway, that is pretty damn handy. Now, will it use this thing? Well, let's see. Oh yeah, that will kind of lock on there. Look at that. That's pretty cool, right? So, till next time, stay safe, stay secure, always be aware of your surroundings, be getting prepared and ready for anything that may come your way. And if you've got it, carry it and get out there and use it. And if you're out there using it, that's a good thing, because you're doing it for your safety and the safety of others, right? Be ready, always stay dangerous, and say hi to Benny back there. Hello, Benny. Adios.